personal, but better to write things down than hold them inside. So here we go. The Grey Wolf, in promise of divine madness. How seeing dementia taking away parts of someone you love can hurt, and what you can do to not like it, to not allow it to take away your sanity. All listening to the now is the breaking apart of the false you. Carl sees. Love is the extremely difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. Iris Murdoch. Rise higher, or go deeper from whichever side you want to go get at it. And realize some things are just hard, and there's no way going around it, but through. Like watching someone you love slip away while still standing next to you. And your tears turn to rage and all kinds of hues and colors of emotions you can't even name, mostly despair. Because there's nothing you can do to help. Just stay there, present, loving, and kind. Letting go of the need to change anything, and that's the hardest thing in the world sometimes. And doing all kinds of miracles, machinations, and energy tricks would be so much easier. But none of that will do. Life sets a line, and all you can do is honor it. And sit with it, or move and ask for help. When you realize you're at the end of your wits, and one more step would just lead to more suffering for both. Watching the grey wolf of dementia in someone you love, she seems more like an innocent puppy at first. But it actually feels like being bitten by a rabid dog and not being allowed to scream. And it fucking sucks. And no amount of non-duality or spiritual realizations will change any of that. We have to become paradoxically more and more human and vulnerable and present at the same time, which is something the Buddha would do, I guess. But the same holds true for the world at large, and all that is not real dissolves, as Sai Master beautifully said. You have no choice but to allow it to dissolve. And do what you can. And if that's nothing, that must be included too in the package. You must learn to cry and you must learn to sigh, so later in the evening you may die. As the famous song I can't remember the title goes. And then there's the not-so-good night filled with horror of worries of how to help the ones you love or at least make sure they're safe. And Iris Murdoch came to via a friend and said, love, it's the extremely difficult realization that something other than oneself is real. That sentence holds her life work. Teaching people to see beyond themselves, to resist the human instinct to treat others as characters in our own stories. A woman who spent her life on ideas and theory and conversation, and living life as philosophy as life, and then had all of it taken away from her. But her legacy remained. Or so the AI-generated textbook from Facebook says. So when life beats you down and feels unbearable, the simple solution is simple but multifaceted. And the first thing for a mad berserker is obviously divine madness. Instead of being forced to be mad, remember that you're already insane. Like Shiva, the wild man in a tiger's skin, like Bodhidharma who took no shit and forced you to allow the truth of who you are to hit you on the head like lightning or a big rock. Like the mad berserkers who, having gone through madness, became unstoppable. And nothing could stop or hurt them. Like the shamans of Tuva in Siberia, whom their divine ecstasy opened their hearts to all worlds at once. Like a badger who just won't quit and just won't die. And a soul that will do whatever it takes to not live a lie. There's a place and time for surrender, and there's a place and time for just not giving up. As one of the great shamans of our land, who would hesitate to call himself one, once said, religion is surrendering it all to God. Magic is actively choosing to do things under God's will. The tension between the two, a magician, a shaman, an artist, a philosopher. A light bringer can find his way. No matter how dark the night seems, and basically no matter what. Happy hunting. Dreams are waiting to be hunted. Love you all. And if you're taking care of your loved one with dementia, I know it's hard. It's difficult. I know it's challenging, and do what you need to stay sane. Love you.